Why? If you borrow someone something, or let's just say money, why would a person give you so much attitude just to get back what belongs to you? What's going on, everybody? Kizel Gilbert here, super fired up, super excited to be on here with you. Now, a topic that I want to share with today is something that many of us have experienced, many of us have been through. Um, I want to talk about people who like to take advantage of others, especially when they are in need and when somebody reach out to them to help them with something, whichever, maybe to borrow money or assist them in some way or the other. You know what I'm talking about, because many of you have been through this. Now, I don't understand why. Let me just talk about, if you borrow someone money, right? They come to you, oh, they have this thing going on and they need your help. Yeah, you borrow them. Oh, I'm going to get it. You're going to get it back by a particular date and yet for and all this shit. So I decide, or you decide, let's just say you decide to borrow them the money, right? Now the date come and they expect you to come to them. And how many of you actually borrow someone money and you went to them and they give you all that attitude? If you have experienced that, drop it in the comment section down below. I don't understand why. If you borrow someone something, or let's just say money, why would a person give you so much attitude just to get back what belongs to you? How many of you have been through that? Then they would give you another date and another date. Because you're such a good person, they decide to take advantage of you. How many of you have literally been through that? I don't understand. I really don't understand. So that is something I'm trying to wrap my head around. Why do people take advantage of others when they were genuinely helping them? Why? If that had ever happened to you, just leave it in the comment section down below, okay? If this is the first time you are visiting my page, do me a favor and hit follow, because if you want to see more videos like this, you gotta get a notification, because I love to talk about things like what people don't talk about. Yeah? So give me, I don't know. I really, can somebody please help me understand why most person decides to give someone an attitude whenever they have to return something, and the moment when they have returned the thing that you borrow them, they give you another set of attitude? Why you guys are like that? Why? How do you expect someone to continually helping you if you continue to give that type of attitude? If you know of someone who's actually doing that, do me a favor and share this live. Yeah. And if you share this live, type shared and I'm going to give you a shout out in the comment section down below. I don't understand why some people like to behave like that way. How many of you have literally been through that? If you're now hopping on this live, do me a favor and hit the follow button if you really want to see more videos like this, because I will be talking every Sunday of topics that nobody else decided to address. I've been through it before and on many occasions. But you know what? I always say that, you know what? There is a God above. Each and every one of us have have a conscience. It may not attack you then, but eventually it will attack you. Yes, Jack, because they feel privileged that you have to help them. No, when people help you, what I would highly recommend, right? If you are in a jam and somebody gives you help, you need to take into consideration that that people would give up something just to help you out. People, especially persons who budget on a monthly basis, these people would try to help you out. They would give up something just to help you. But in return, you decide to just, you know what, I'm going to make that person see much trouble. I have heard situation where someone had called me about this particular person. Yes, a very, very good friend of mine. They called to ask me if I know that person. And I said yes. I said yes. And they want more information from me about that person. You know what I said to them? Don't even look out for it. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to get anything. So we need to be very careful as to the people who we deal with. We need to be very careful. As a matter of fact, know who you're giving help to. There are people who would genuinely help and don't expect anything in return. But the moment the person said, oh, I'm going to give you back, and they don't give you back, they told you that they're going to give it back to you, don't even look out for it. Don't even stress about it. Just be a considerate giver, because at the end of the day, you would get the blessings. And if those people who love taking advantage of those who help them and don't even try to figure out a way to solve their problem, they will be jumping from Tom, Dick, and Harry like a bad, I want to say it, but I'm on social media, so I need to be very, very careful with what I'm saying. Yeah. They will be jumping here, there, and everywhere, and then they're going to create a bad name for themselves. Why? Why people like you love to take advantage of people who genuinely help you? What it is that you are doing to help your situation? What? That I really don't understand. So for those of you who are now tuning in, do me a favor and hit the share button to let everybody know that Kizza Gilbert here will be talking about topics that nobody else wants to talk about. Yeah. So I really need somebody else to give me an explanation why some people love to make others, especially someone who has been very genuine to them, why they love to make others see trouble, or especially when it comes to money. Listen, the society was designed, right? Society was designed for each and every one of us to have money. So if you are struggling, if you are seeing trouble and somebody gives you help, don't you think it's wise to return a favor even if they didn't ask for it? We're all human beings, we're not robots. You must have a conscience. You must. What if you have kids and you going around and do people that? Aren't you creating a deep hole for people to help you and your children? What it is that you have decided to do to help yourself in that situation? What? So come on, please. Stop taking advantage of people who genuinely help you. And those who give the help, you need to be very careful as to who you deal with. Yeah. So, I am super excited to be on here with each and every one of you. Like I said, if this is the very first time you're visiting my page, do me a favor and hit the follow button, hit the share button, hit the like button. If you want to share this video to your friend, tag your family member, or even your coworker and say, hey, you need to watch this. Because this Kizza Gilbert here is going to talk about topics that nobody else likes to talk about. So, let's see who's on here. Let's see. If you are now tuning in, Drop in the comment section down below and let me know where you're watching from. If you share this live, just type in the comment section, share, and I'm going to give you a huge shout out. As I was talking about persons who love taking advantage of those who genuinely help them. Money is something that doesn't come easily, but there are some people who would do their best to help others, help their neighbor. Yes, it is our morale to help neighbors, help each other. But people, listen, people in this day and age are very selfish. You want to know why? Because it's people like you who take advantage of others that causes people to be very selfish. Well, at least that is just one of the things. Are you a selfish person? What have you been doing to help your neighbor? What it is that you are doing on a daily basis to help someone? Because if we don't give, how can we get? How can we get if we don't give? It's just like making a deposit into someone's life. It's just like planting a seed into someone's life. The more you give, let me tell you something, the more you give to someone, yes, I've been talking about being persons who taking advantage, but those who are giving right now, listen, the more you give, right, it's just like making a deposit into someone's bank account. But the moment you decide to ask for a favor, it will become naturally for you to get it. So give as much as you can. I'm not saying give us all your money, eh? There are other ways to give people. There are value and advice, and there are people with a lot of problems who will love your advice on how to solve certain things. I'm not saying you have to give them money every time, but I'm saying that you could add value into someone's life. And the more you add value into someone's life, it becomes easy for you to get help. It's easy for you to get help. We are living in a society where we always take. Persons would take, they would take wherever they can. They would take so much and forget to leave something. Be a giver. Don't be a taker. At the end of the day, that is what we are all here for, to help each other out, okay? So there is a difference in helping someone, and there is a difference in someone simply taking advantage of your generosity, okay? So always remember to be generous. Be generous for the right set of reasons, okay? So I do appreciate you taking the time from your busy schedule to be on here with me. I do appreciate you. I do admire the time you're taking here with me. If this is the first time you are watching my lives, do me a favor and hit the follow button so that you would get notification when I'm going live again. And we are going to continue talking about topics that people don't really like to talk about. Every Sunday I will be on here with you. So thank you so much for hopping on here. This is Kizel Gilbert tuning out. Bye bye.